Okay, let's roll into our race-winning team for today's 38th annual Good Sam RV Insurance 500.
Hey, wait, can you say that again?
Let's roll into our post-race winning team for today's 38th annual Good Sam RV Insurance 500 here at Pocono Raceway, and our race winner is Brad Keselowski. He drives the number 2 Miller Lite Dodge for Penske Racing. He's joined by his crew chief, Paul Wolfe. Brad, a couple of thoughts. First of all, just a series of events this week, racing as you had to with your physical condition. That's one. Second, with the second win now of the season for you, puts you in good stead for the wild card berth, certainly, as you moved up to 18th in points, I believe. And then third, with this victory here today, you qualify now for the Sprint Summer Showdown. So if you can win in Atlanta, based upon this win today, it's not only a big payday for you, but also for your charity and a lucky fan with that Sprint Summer Showdown. So I know I'm only supposed to ask you one question, but I ask you three. But obviously, what a terrific deal here for you today. Just talk about your emotions and about winning today, overcoming what you had to overcome.
Well, there's not really any time for emotions. It's been a hell of a week. From last Sunday, like what a great car at the Brickyard, and we're almost in position to win it and didn't quite catch the right brakes, and felt really good about that. It certainly brought a lot of confidence into this weekend, and felt like we could run strong here. And I guess I was a little surprised that we weren't exactly a little faster than we were at the beginning of the weekend, but I knew that some of the struggles I'd gone through with the wreck and so forth, that I was probably holding everybody back a little bit. So I guess we tried to work around that the best we could, and did a good job of that. About end of the first run of the race today, I felt like we were really, really strong, and had a good shot of getting a solid day out of it. I wasn't sure we were going to be able to win, but I felt like we could run somewhere around 5th. But this guy here, Paul Wolfe, adjusted on it, made it a little bit better. We got that rain delay, which was a great recharge session for me, and that's what we needed. Everything kind of came together here, and we were able to overcome adversity, and I think when we look back at this years from now, I personally, that's what I'll think about. It'll be about overcoming adversity, and I say this to Paul all the time, everyone on our team, that nobody gives us anything, and they sure as hell didn't give us anything this weekend. This was our earn it weekend, and I've always wanted to win a Cup race and earn it, not fuel mileage and not Talladega, a real win, and today feels like it's that. And for that I'm real proud, and can't wait to see what the next few months bring us. I think that winning 2 races is probably really good for our chase hopes. Gives us a pretty high odds if we were playing poker, but nothing's 100% until it's 100%. So lots of races left, and just gonna keep plugging away. If we keep running like this, maybe we can get a 3rd win, and then we'd be damn near immune. So, other than if we fell out of the top 20, so going the right direction with this 2 team, and proud of everyone on the Miller Lite Dodge Charger. This is a big win for us. This is somewhat of a validation, I think.
Crew Chief Paul Wolfe is up here, and Paul, talk about, you had the long rain delay, almost 2 hours. And then it seemed like after that rain delay, the car just came alive. So talk about how things transpired out there for you today.
Well, I think the biggest thing was getting the track position. Like Brad said, we knew, we had a pretty good car there. We were able to hang, 8th to 10th there the first half of the race. And, I remember Brad coming on the radio at one point and just asking for some track position, and he thought we'd be okay. So, we felt like we had a good enough car that if we had some clean air, we could run up front. So we got close, looking at the weather. My engineers did a great job at monitoring, the radar all race long. And we got down there at that point in the race. It was like, they were pretty confident that it was going to rain, but it was going to clear out enough where we could finish the race. So, it's all about those 2 wins to get into the chase. We knew that's what it was going to take, and I felt like it was it was somewhat of a gamble to come down at that point, but at the same time, I felt like it was an educated gamble at that. It wasn't just a shot in the dark. So it ended up all working out how they had said it would, and once we got the car up front, obviously we showed we had the speed as much as anybody, and there on that last restart, that was the deal. It was whoever was going to get out front. The 18 and ourselves were, pretty equal there, and it was all about, making it happen on the restart. And, that was all Brad there on that last restart, being able to, to get out front. And at that point, I know the 18 was driving the wheels off his car to try to get by us, but just wasn't able to do it.
Take questions now for Brad or Paul. We'll start right here with Lee.
Hey, Spencer, Fox Sports. Can you tell us 1 to 10 what the level of pain was that you were enduring, and did that break just give you time to relax the foot, just to kind of get it back and go on? And also, you mentioned, the soldiers in Afghanistan. I think you have a cousin or something that you said that you kind of used that as, something to drive you this weekend.
Well, certainly, I guess I'll start with the last part. Yeah, I do have a cousin who's in the Navy SEALs, and one of the guys that died over there was someone he knew and was friends with, and told me a little bit about this week, and kind of put things in perspective. I might not be feeling great, but those are the guys that are really making sacrifices. We're just driving race cars for a living. We're not curing cancer or saving the world like those guys are. So that's kind of was really inspirational to me. And whenever I got in the car and felt like, man, this really hurts, or I don't want to do this, and I want to get out. That was it's good inspiration on what it means to man up and to make it happen, because it's really not that bad. So, as far as a pain scale, hell, I don't know. I'm not real good at those pain scales, I guess, because I don't know what everybody calls what, but I know it just hurt. And I felt a whole lot better when they waved that checkered flag, and until I had to get back out of the car. That didn't feel any better, but it all worked out today, and thankful to have good people that helped me through it. Like Paul said, with great strategy today. Strategy didn't win us the race, but it gave us the opportunity to win it, and we were able to win on our own merits from then.
Let's go to Tom, we'll go to Mike, and then we'll go to the press box. Go ahead, Tom.
Tom Jensen, Speed.com. Congratulations, guys. That was a pretty gutty performance.
Thank you.
Every driver who comes in here says, oh, yeah, we try to win every race. We try to do the best I can. Realistically, honestly, when you woke up this morning, what were you thinking and hoping was the best you were going to possibly do?
That's you, Paul.
Is he asking me?
I want to hear your answer.
Well, like Brad said, we felt like we had a really good car last week at Indy and had ourselves in position for a shot to win. And, it was a rough week for us. Obviously, I was down at Road Atlanta when we had that wreck. And, just for Brad to be able to be in the car this weekend I thought was an accomplishment after seeing how tore up he was after that wreck and what he had to go through. But like Brad said, at the end of the day, we're just lucky to be able to do what we love to do for a living. And I'm sure he can talk about it a little more. But did I feel like we were going to come out here and win? With the condition Brad was in. Well, I thought we could put ourselves in position, but. Really, really proud of, what he was able to do there. And I saw how tired he was and whatnot after the first half of the race. And, but, we're racers and we want to win races and we work really hard. And I think that's what we showed today.
I'm sorry, I don't remember the question. I dazed out there for a minute. What was it?
When you woke up this morning, realistically, what did you think the best
Thought I was going to win the race. Came here to win, and when you let the pain get into your head that far that you don't believe you can win anymore, you'll never win. And woke up this morning feeling like we could win the race. And after the halfway break, I wanted my motor home, and I had my doctor with me and took care of me a little bit. And I told him, all right, let's go win the race. And that's how I felt about it. And if you don't feel that way, you're never going to win in anything you do.